Hey guys, what's going on? It's Schindler here. Welcome to my very first video, and today we're going to be covering r/ThatHappened. Let's go ahead and get into some of these posts. Our first post comes from Girl from Oz. While we are sitting in the car at Bella's dance class, Jackson says,
Mom, in the past when you were younger, you would have played outside. Now, in the present, we have technology. The past didn't have technology. I believe it's healthy to get a balance of both.
Aw, bless his little cotton socks. At least I know he listens at school. I have never heard that terminology, bless his little cotton socks. But I don't know the age of this child, but I'm still strongly certain that this was never said, no matter what the age of this child was. This next post comes from Beb123.
Saw a cute boy at the gym today, and after some minor research, I found him on Instagram and followed him, and he just DM'd me saying, "You should work for the FBI. Ha ha ha. Good night."
Now, this one I would say is a little bit more believable, but even then it would have to be under a specific number of circumstances, meaning you either perfectly remember what this boy looks like and you were able to find him through a mutual friend or maybe through search, or an insane coincidence. But the fact that you were able to do some quote-unquote minor research and find him and have him DM you is a bit improbable. So there's not, in my opinion, there's just no way this could have happened in the way it was described to have. I'm just gonna go ahead and preface before the next post. Most of these are going to be my opinion, and I'm sorry if you don't agree with my opinion, but I am curious as to what you guys think. So I'm gonna leave some polls in the top right, and I want you to tell me if you believe that these stories are true or not. And with that being said, our next post is from RaveVave101.
Last night, I drunkenly cut the line in the pizza shop, and some girl yelled, "Hey!" I dead ass looked at her and said, "You're straight. You don't deserve pizza." I bullied someone for being straight. This is our year, gays.
Lol, and then what happened?
She shut her straight mouth. The owner of the pizza shop thought it was hilarious.
Now, first of all, I am a great supporter of the LGBTQ plus community, but when you use your sexuality or your status to try to justify cutting in front of the line and then lying about it, I think that's uncool, because in actuality, that pizza shop owner would have been like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get to the back of the line. This is my pizza shop. You don't get to cut the line just because you're gay." And I hate to rant, but I hate when people try to use them being gay, trans, or whatever to try to pretend like they're supreme. When in all reality, we're all humans, we're all the same species. We should just love each other. That's what we all live for, is love. I'm sorry for the rant, I am. It's just this kind of stuff, it really upsets me to see. I'm sorry. Alright, let's go ahead and get to the next post. Our next post is from Vanguard. My absolutely perfect 5-year-old cousin. You're all invited to the wedding. Who's getting married then? Playing with dolls? Harry and Jack. They can't get married, dear. Why not? Because two men can't marry. It's wrong. Says who? Says God. Well, I'm gonna go worship Satan. Now, in my opinion, this would have been a lot. It would have been a lot better to have been used in like a 2011-2012 Rage comic meme, or something ironically said by Jax Films, rather than a post trying to convince their followers, their family, or whoever that their 5-year-old is against their aunt and that their aunt is a homophobe and the cousin is like a major gay supporter. And like I said with the last post, I support gays, but it's posts like these that try to get their children, or they try to get respect for themselves by using their young family members and claiming that they know all these things, all this knowledge. They support gays, they're Einstein, they can solve a Rubik's Cube in 0.6 seconds. It's just, these kinds of posts, I think they might have their own subreddit, but I think they should have their own subreddit called something like Genius Children, where there's like 5, 4, 6, like 3-year-olds that know all the secrets to the universe. You guys leave a comment down below if that already exists, but I think that would be a much better place for a post like this, rather than an r/thathappened, even though this is an r/thathappened. You know? Alright. This next post comes from Dummy Thick Fridge.
I fell asleep on my flight, and when I woke up, my cheek was on the shoulder of the cute boy next to me, and I told him, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, that's so embarrassing." But then he said that I shouldn't be sorry, and we're practically married now because we napped together, and asked if I wanted to grab a drink next week. What's going on?
Well, Soft Sad Satan, what's going on is the miracle that you two were able to wake up at the exact same time and exchange glances and decide to go on a date right then and there in the middle of a flight. You didn't exchange numbers or anything. You're just going to be able to find each other on the street, or are you gonna follow him? You're gonna live with him? How are you gonna grab a drink next week? This one, I'm pretty sure, is fake. I mean, it could be real, but you didn't provide enough detail. It just makes it seem like you're desperate for attention. Make it seem like you're pretty. I don't know. Our next post comes from Egoistic Potato. I commented on one of your posts. A girl replied, and other boys replied to the girl, all trying or starting to talk to her, but she chose me over everyone. And now she's my girlfriend. Thank you, content creator. This just seems like a desperate attempt to gain traction or a free shout out from the content creator that you were talking to. You're a piece of shit in simpler terms. Our last post comes from No One Important.
I just asked Siri if a certain boy would ever text me, and she sent a text to him saying, "Will you ever text me?" My funeral will be held at 8 p.m. this Thursday. Now, this is kind of funny, but Siri would ask you if you want to send it first instead of just sending the text. So you're lying. But it was a nice attempt at lying to people for no reason. Good job.
Well, that's gonna do it for this episode of r/thathappened. I hope you guys enjoyed my first video. Please leave comments down below if there's anything you'd like me to change, like me to improve, what you like. Feedback is really important to me, and I appreciate any and all that I will get. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.